next 2 years funded, so you can have your bachelor's degree.
So you're saying that there's scholarships out there for people who want to attend a 2-year school. Well, it's not necessarily that everyone can get that scholarship for the 2-year school. It's certain people can get it, and even if they do give you a scholarship, that doesn't guarantee that it's gonna pay for your full tuition. So either way, you still have to pay something out of pocket. But if the school is free, you wouldn't have to worry about paying anything, or you have to worry about what you're gonna eat or your rent. But if you have to worry about paying tuition, worry about where you have to live and where you have to eat, what comes first? What you have to eat and having a roof over your head. So education is going to be the last thing that you're thinking about. So with them having it be free, that's one less thing for you to worry about, and you can actually focus on your studies. Because even if you work and work to pay for that tuition, you have to worry about getting to work on time in order to make money to go to class, and you're not focusing on your studies. You're not studying when you should be studying. You're working when you should be studying, and then you end up failing classes. And what was the whole point of that? You wasted money on nothing.
And I will support that initiative. Is great, and give credit to Barack Obama administration. And talking about Barack Obama, we know his father also come through some of the initiative like this. So to make it education accessible to many people, the outcome will be, you will never know when the next Barack Obama will come, because you have Barack Obama's senior that came here, get his education, and went back to Africa. He went back to Kenya and give his expertise to his country. And this is we are here for. This education we have, those are skilled. We wish to bring them back home in a positive way. Siddiqui, you were talking about tutoring kids. Those kids you're tutoring, I'm sure many will get positive outcome, but as youth is concerned, we also have some issue with the young generation we have. As a parent, I have observed, for that span of time I have spent here over 20 years, those who came without family, now we have family we have established, and we have kids like you. The education we get, we have seen success on this panel, all the success we have here, successful experience. But we should have one that have fall out, but they don't want to be in the spotlight. If we are here today, because we have been successful. So the dark page we have, the dark side we have in our community, in the diaspora, on the education level, the skill we want to take back to Africa, like Ibrahim said, we got to start also to make it strong here first. Because if you're not strong here, you cannot establish something that is going to be lasting. So the young generation we have here, we have also seen one that have developed in the other way, which is creating, not going to get education like you have a strive, but to go for the easy way. As we know, I'm been through youth program. I know what they go through. We have to create another type of African or African young generation that also have issue. When we talk about exporting our skill back to our country, is it what we're wishing for? Because sometimes you may wish for something, but the outcome can be different. We have a success we want to output in Africa, but we have to be scared not to take the bad experience we have back home. Like what? We have kids that are in jail right now. That's another topic, but it just open up a window that not everything is rosy. When everybody come here, they don't get all the education that you have had. So that's the opportunity I want to throw out. And if you have any experience or seen something that is very impacting negatively on our youth.
I feel like one reason for that is because, okay, say for example, say if it were me, I'm first generation in this country. So I was the oldest in the household, so I had nobody in the house who had went to school, whether it was kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, nothing. So I could have took the other route and said, okay, I don't know anyone who's graduated high school. I don't know anyone who's gone to college. So I don't have anyone there to actually motivate me to go and get a higher education and be successful, because I don't know anyone who has been successful. So that could have discouraged me, and I could have decided to take the other route that I see other people taking. I don't know anyone who's actually been successful. So I think that's one thing that discourages children from actually wanting to pursue a higher education, because they don't know how to go about it. They don't have any support system. Their parents haven't been through it, so it's not like their parents can help them. And their parents don't speak English, so it's not like their parents can help them with their homework. And if you don't have that support system, it's like, where are you gonna go? You're not gonna be as successful as you can be. But I feel like the reason why we succeeded is because we saw how our parents were, and that is what motivated us to not be like that and be the other way.
What I'll also add to that is that it all also comes to our free will. I mean, there are a lot of us who've come here, who've seen the struggles our parents had to go through, and they still have ended up in jail, right? And so I think it all comes down to what we want to do ourselves.
Thank you, my co-host, Roberto Ture. Today's topic was about education within the diaspora. And on this panel, we have seen and heard the experience of our young generation. Some who have no formal education but came here and become successful because of education. We have some that have some formal education with some degree, and they still come and manage to get through and succeed. And we have a special guest, who is a student who was born here, but who had either both education in the English and in the Arabic and the cultural teaching. And she becomes successful. And what we have observed and is coming from a strong family. Because I believe without a strong family behind this young generation, there will never be a success. And family is Africa mostly, because we talk about the African diaspora. And they come from a strong country that have value. That's why when they come here, nobody have to tell them what to do, because they understand what is at stake. Right. And education, they know, is a key to success to be in America. Right. And by the experience, we have noticed the cost of education. Some say education is expensive. And when you see that, and they say try the price or the cost of illiteracy, that would be even higher. Mm-hmm. That's why Africans have understood, parents that came here, they put aside everything to have their kids to have a success and through education. And we have seen that by the panel explanation and what is mean to have education. But when we see the cost of education, and we heard that there is an initiative by the Obama administration to get 3 years free college, 2 years free college, that is a great news that we have to discuss that, and everybody got to be aware of it, so that to encourage more people to get education. Why? Because education, we know, have a positive impact on individual, and they start from there, from in the family and through the diaspora, and that with that success we can import that back to Africa. So that's, I understand the importance of education, and mostly when you have a free education. And I'm wishing this initiative to have approval from whatever authority is in charge of it, and we wishing everyone to have a successful life, but to get education. Again, Rogia, this has been an amazing story, which was education within the diaspora. Very experienced, many experiences we have here, and learn from it, because every day you learn something. Even at old age, you still get to know and learn something, because without this young generation explaining what they went through, we will never know, because we have sacrificed for them, but we didn't know that they have the will to have such a experience in their life, and we wish them more success.
Thank you again, viewers, for watching our show today and discussing this topic on education. We have had a very good time here with you guys, especially with the experiences that came from our very good members of the panel who had very diverse experience being here and getting an education here in the US. And so we look forward to having you here again. Once again, thank you.